Hello and welcome back to Get Great at Maths. I'm here to help you pass your maths exam, so hit that like and subscribe button. We're going to look at keywords, key formulas and how to gain top marks. So let's get ready to get great at maths. This is a square number problem. The keywords of the question, but you've got to write down the missing square number to make the addition correct. So you've got 8 squared plus something squared is equal to 73, and this will give you 1 mark in the exam. You've got to work out what the missing number is here and write your answer on the line. So to help you, we'll give you some key facts. Your first key fact that you need to know what a square number is. So a square number means a number multiplied by itself. For example, 5 squared is 5 times 5, which is 25, so the square number is 25. Here I've got another example. 4 squared is 4 times 4, which is 16. And we can draw that out diagrammatically. Means 1, 2, 3, 4 across, 1, 2, 3, 4 squares down. So in total I've got 4, 8, 12, 16 squares, or 4 times 4, which is 16. So that's how many squares I've got in this diagram. Now the opposite to add is subtract. And the opposite to squaring is the square root. So if we know that 4 squared is equal to 16, that means the square root of 16 goes back to where you started, to 4. So the square root of 16, so here's my square and I root it, I get the answer here, which is 4. How many down the side? Press pause, have a go at working out what is in the gap, and then press play when you're ready to hear the answer. Fantastic work. So hopefully you've started off by working out the value of 8 squared. Now you've got quite a lot of steps to do in this question for just 1 mark. So 8 squared means 8 times 8. So you should remember the little saying, I ate and ate till I was sick on the floor. 8 times 8 is 64, hopefully you've all said. So 64 is 8 squared plus something squared is equal to 73. So you've got the number 64 and you're adding on something and the answer has got to be 73, or something squared is 73. So if you think about your number line, you've got 0 at one end and you've got 64, which is where I'm starting at, and I've got to add on something. So I'm going to start 64, I've got to add on something and the answer has got to be 73. So we need to work out what this gap is between the 64 and the 73. So you can count on from 64 and you can count on your fingers until you get to 73, or you can think, actually, to get from 64 to 73, if I did 73 take away 64, that will tell me what this gap here is. So we're going to take 64 from both sides, which is the equivalent of what we're doing here to get rid of this 64 on the left. But if I do 73 and take away 64, I can't do 3 take away 4, so I have to borrow from the 7, cross it out and make it a 6, and I'm going to put a 10 in the front. 13 take away 4 is 9, and 6 take away 6 is 0. So that means that I have got something squared is going to equal 9. So this gap here between 64 and 73 is a gap of 9. So that means that 9 is equal to something squared. So we've got to work out what this gap here is. So remember we said the opposite to squaring is the square root. So something times by itself has got to equal 9. So you've got to think through your numbers. Something times by itself is 9. If you're unsure, just start at the beginning. 1 times 1 is 1. 2 times 2 is 4. 3 times 3 is 9. And that's what we're looking for. So the square root of 9, which is what we're trying to do, is going to be 3. So that is the answer that needs to go on the line. So if you work out 8 squared, which is 64, plus 3 squared, which is 9, 64 plus 9 gives you 73. Give yourself a big tick if you got the answer 3. Well done. The mark scheme on this question shows the answer is 3 for 1m, which means 1 method mark. Now it does say in the additional guidance that if you wrote the answer of 9, and as long as you crossed out the exponent, which is the squared part of it, they will accept the answer of 9. So if you'd written 8 squared plus, get rid of the squared bit and just written the number 9 equals 73, that was allowed and that would have given you a mark. If you found this video useful, please share, like and subscribe so we can all get great at maths. If you've enjoyed this video, please don't forget to share, like and subscribe. Please follow Get Great at Maths on TikTok, Instagram, Facebook and X. What do you want to see next on Get Great at Maths? Please comment below. See you next time.